Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the United Community Channel. And we're back with another watch along pre-season tournament. What a time! What a time to be doing a watch along. 11 o'clock in the morning. Apologies for being late. We had some technical issues with the cameras and stuff like that, so I'm a few minutes late trying to get everything set up. But no, everyone's more than welcome. Thanks for joining us. What a lovely time of the morning to be doing a watch along. United, Melbourne. Let me just have a quick little check here now. I'm going to get the game up on my TV. Yeah, but great to see so many people in. Karen is in already and says, lineup ain't great. Hopefully we get another look at Iqbal and Robbie Savage 2.0. Absolutely agree. Where is Jimmy Garner? Or am I completely... have I completely missed something? I don't know where he is. Like I've been checking the Stenzi is in. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. I've been checking the team news and team reports, and I can't see anything in relation to James Garner not being involved. Maybe someone can let me know. Garner too early to start drinking. Absolutely. He's carrying a knock. Right, okay. Let's see who's in. Imran is in. Good to see you as well, man. I'm good. I hope you're doing well. Let me just have a check now because I'm after changing my internet. So I have to reconnect it to my TV, which is, as we all know, a pain in the arse. E4Z. For Z. Jesus, this is a nightmare. But yeah, let me know how you're all doing, guys. Where are we watching from? Just while I'm doing this, throw in your comments. Let me know where everyone is joining us from. Just to distract myself for a minute while I get this done. And one more. There we go. Please work. Alright, boys, everyone is in. Croc is in. Good to see you, man. Goodwin, Imran, T is in. Anonymous. Let's see. Mr. Pan is in from Kenya. Great to see. Killian is in. Rob, Karen, Nilmar. Great to see you all in, guys. Smash a like on the video. Let's get it out of the way nice and quick. Smash a like on that video. It gets us out to more people. Helps get more people into the chat. Better discussions, better banter, better laugh. So make sure you're smashing that like button for us, both on TikTok and on YouTube. I really appreciate it. But yeah, team news, I mean, it's nothing mind-blowing really, is it? United, very similar to the other night. Maguire comes in and starts ahead of Varane. Heaton comes in instead of De Gea in the goal. And then we have Elanga comes in instead of Rashford. I think outside of that, everything is pretty much the same. So yeah, I mean, but look, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, 11 o'clock on, what day is it? Friday. Oh, it's Friday and all. Jeez, Karen, I don't think it might not be too early to start drinking. I think we could potentially have one. I can't though because I have to bring my daughter to swimming class after this. So, but if it wasn't for that, I could potentially have one. South Africa, Vincent is in. Good to see you, man. Thanks to everyone for joining us. Let's see what people are saying. He's carrying a knock to Jimmy Garner. Yeah. Nilmar says, waiting for the match. How you doing, bro? Good, man. Thanks for joining us. You're more than welcome. I hope you're all doing well. What I read was that he was doing light running and limited training, but I'm no official source. Hopefully he's not pissed Erik off already. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully not. Look, I think he will get game time. Now, look, that's all down to Ten Hag and whether he maybe wants to keep him or wants to loan him out. Who knows? But it's going to be interesting to see. I just have something blocking the TV. 1 second. I'm still here. Don't worry. Still here. Now, we're back. I wouldn't be as professional as like the United stand or anything, but we'll get there. We'll get there. That's all down to ye, of course, if you continue to watch. Adam says, morning, bud. Good to see you. I hope you're well. I am, Adam. I hope you're well too. Tong is in. It says, come on, United. Absolutely. But yeah, let me know what your score predictions are, guys. Plenty of people here on TikTok getting them in already. Let me know what you're thinking, what the scores are. One thing I have been wondering about as well, obviously James Garner is one exclusion. I don't know, is Garnacho on the bench? Let me just see here now, because I had the team up on my phone, but obviously now I'm using my laptop because we're on TikTok on the phone. So I don't know what the deal is with Garnacho either. Maybe someone in the chat can let me know. But look, I'm looking forward to this. I am. Another United match, our second watch along. We're going to have many, many, many more of them. And as well, guys, just to get it out of the way nice and early, we're doing our giveaway for the new United kit. Now, I still haven't got my new United kit. This is last year's one, because there's been... thanks for the gift. Because I went to my local sports shop and they said, oh, there's been supply issues, so we're not getting them in until the weekend, so I have to wait to get them. But anyone who's new, make sure you're subscribing to our YouTube channel, because I'm giving away the Manchester United kit. I'm doing the draw tonight, so I'm going to be picking... Garnacho's not on the bench, guys. I see James is saying they're Garnacho on the bench. They're literally just showing the team now and the bench. And... No, he's not on it. No, he's not. He's not there. Maybe he's carrying a knock. I don't know. But yeah, make sure you're subscribing to our YouTube channel, guys. We're doing our giveaway tonight. So I'm going to be letting one lucky subscriber know tonight on our live at 7:30. To win the new United kit. So make sure you're subscribing. You have to be a subscriber of the YouTube channel. So anyone on TikTok, click on my homepage up here on the top left. There's a link on my homepage for the YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribing. And of course, anyone that's watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button as well. But great to see so many people in, guys. As well, what I will say to you is that if you are looking for a comment to get read out, especially on TikTok, it can get very busy. If you want to pop over to the YouTube channel, the chat tends to be a lot quieter over there, and I'll be able to read out your comment a lot easier. But yeah, looking forward to the game. I mean, look, it's going to be obviously it's not going to be as, not that it's not important, because of course it's important. Pre-season is, but it's not obviously going to be as important as a Liverpool game, But I'm looking forward to see how the team plays. Elanga gets his start. Harry Maguire comes back in instead of Varane. We're still looking at McTominay and Fred as centre midfielders along with Bruno. Luke Shaw keeps his place at left back as well. So yeah, you'd be hoping that some changes are getting made as well. We get to see the majority of the players as well and all of that kind of good stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good. But yeah, get your score predictions in, guys. What do you think? I'm going to go... Let's keep it the same as the Liverpool result. 4-0. I'm going to go 4-0 to Manchester United. But look, who knows? Like we said, and we said it against Liverpool, and I'm going to say it again, the result is not important. To a certain extent. But the performance and the way we play, and let's see how we get on, that's more important, I think, than the actual result. So, but I'm looking forward to it. I need to get a new water bottle as well. This fucking yacht keeps leaking on me. I'm drowned it. Let's see what people are saying here. Bobby Boy says, Man United do this every year, get excited, and then they fail. Well, we don't fail every year, because we have 13 Premier League titles and ye have 1. So we don't fail every year. We failed in the last few years, I would agree. But I mean, what kind of fan wouldn't get excited if... what kind of fan wouldn't get excited before the start of a season? We're not. I find very few United fans getting carried away saying we're going to win the league, and them kind of fans are idiots, because we're not going to win the league. So, we're just looking forward to some new styles of play, more exciting, things like that. Your club is a joke. Well, it's not a joke. You know what I mean? We haven't been good in the last few years. I will agree, but it certainly isn't a joke. But yeah. Yeah, so the game is after kicking off, guys. Let me just get I'm going to get the timer started here for anyone watching on YouTube. If you want the full experience, guys, anyone on TikTok, if you want a full experience with the background, scoreboards, starting 11, all of that on the screen, you can pop over to our YouTube channel. We're live there as well. United Community Channel. Link is on the homepage. Subscribe, and you can leave any comment you want then in the chat. So, and then you'll be with a chance of winning the new kit tonight at 7:30. Let's see. We're off. Right, so there's the scoreboard going there as well. So, happy days. Let me just change that there. Oh no, we're all over the place. Oh, what is going on here? One sec now. Timer. Let me just move that timer to there. Perfect. Now. No, happy days. So yeah, United keeping possession here, guys. As you would expect. You'd be hoping United have too much for Melbourne tonight. Well, this morning it's nighttime over there, but United keeping the ball very well. I mean, look, again, it's all about performances, styles of play. That's what we're going to be looking out for today on our lives. Let's get through some of the comments here. Adam says, I hope work don't mind me taking a couple of hours off to watch the match. Won't worry them if they don't know. Well, listen, don't blame me. Mickey says, how's it going, Jack? Good to see you, Mickey. Thanks for joining us again, man. You're always in. Tong says 5-0. Mickey says, the whole point of supporting the club is the excitement the new season brings and the ambitions for that season. Absolutely. Absolutely. You hit the nail on the head. And it's the same with every club. You know, if a so-called fan wasn't excited about their team for the upcoming season and how they get on, then they're not much of a fan. But yeah, absolutely. Let's see what people are saying on TikTok here. I think Bobby Boy is getting a bit of a going over after that comment. Anyway, look. Liverpool are light years ahead of United. They are. But like our manager said, all good things come to an end. You know, you're going on, we talk about the league here and the Premier League. You still only have one league in 32 years. So you have a long way to go to catch up to Manchester United when it comes to Premier Leagues, if he can ever catch us. But yeah, all a bit of banter, ain't it? Why we don't try to bring in Declan Rice, says Sharon. Well, I just think we'd be priced too much out of the market. I mean, West Ham have basically put 150 million price tag on his head, and no club in the world is going to pay that for him. So I think they're looking to maybe just get one more season out of him. Now, look, he may be happy with staying where he is. Oh, Melbourne are in here. Oh, they're in. Harry Maguire in. Oh, we're 1-0 down. Oh, where did that come out of? As we said, the result is not important. What the fuck happened there? It looks like a counter-attack. Let's see now. Who can we blame here? Oh, boy. Let's see what happened here. We get the result, or we get the replay. So they break down the right-hand side. Lindelof... Oh, no. Is it It is. Lindelof steps out. I could be blaming both centre-backs there. So Lindelof is kind of drifts to the left-hand side to mark, and the ball has been played down the right-hand side. Lindelof steps out to try and maybe close the ball down rather than going with the run of the defender. Harry Maguire then, instead of keeping the run of the man that he's marking, gets sucked to the ball, and one ball past him, and a great finish in fairness. Hey, United go 1-0 down and get absolutely smelled there on a counter-attack. That wasn't in the plan, was it? Where are you watching the game, says Jagtag. I'm watching it on MUTV. But change the score. Good man, Mickey. Thanks a mil. Fuck me, that wasn't in the script. But Melbourne are doing quite well here. They look very compact and they're hitting us on the counter attack, as we can see there. But Luke Shaw got caught miles up the field, which then in turn pulled Lindelof out. Now Lindelof was very poor there, I have to say. He gets sucked towards closing down the channel more so than just following the run of his man. The ball is played past him then, so the player is basically in one-on-one. Harry Maguire doesn't cover his angles very well, allows a square ball to the man that he's marking, and he does have a very good first time finish. De Gea can't do anything about it, so it was a good goal, but Manchester United made our two centre backs made a couple of very poor errors there. So I mean, again, we go back to centre backs. Here's a ball now over to Delors, comes back to Martial, and Melbourne clear. But it goes back to what we were saying. Like, central defence is a key area we need to improve on, and we're playing Melbourne, and we it goes to show there our inequalities, or our lack of qualities. So yeah, I mean, poor. You'd be hoping. I mean, I suppose we could talk about it. Arsenal for Life is in. I'd say you're always here, Arsenal for Life, and you just throw in a little comment there anytime we're losing. You're more than welcome, though. You're more than welcome. Karen says Maguire doesn't do counter attacks. He's going to get his pants pulled down this season, and exactly goes back to what I was saying about us signing Martinez, which, by the way, looks to be pretty much done and dusted. Lads, I think we're signing him as a centre back. I don't think we're signing him as a CDM. I mean, we just seen there how easily Harry Maguire was caught with a bit of pace. Mr. Magoo Maguire is back, says Frankie. You know, so Naomi, hello. But yeah, I mean, the way Erik ten Hag historically has set up his teams is with a high line, and by the looks of it, well, I mean, it's not even by the looks of it, we know Harry Maguire cannot play a high line. He just does not have the pace. He turns like a tractor, and he can't get back. So, and we just seen there, it was just so easy to see that a small bit of pace on the man he was marking left him for dead, and he couldn't cover his angles. So, I mean, if he's not going to be able to do it against Melbourne Victory, how is he going to do it against the likes of Liverpool and Man City? It's just crazy, you know, crazy. Great to see so many people in, guys. I really appreciate it. Please smash a like on the video. Anyone on YouTube, I'd really appreciate it. It helps the channel out a ton. It gets us out to more people. And if you would like to subscribe and see more watch-alongs and more Manchester United content, please do. Bottom right hand corner for anyone on YouTube, and if you do subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll be in with a shout of winning the new Manchester United kit. We're doing the giveaway live on our transfer talk show tonight at 7:30, so please do subscribe and like and all that good stuff. And our chat is subscriber only, so if you do want to put a comment in the chat on YouTube, just hit the subscribe button and you'll be able to do so. Mickey says we got caught on high press with only Lindelof and Maguire at the back. This is where Martinez will help. I agree. I think that's exactly what he's coming in to do. I've been looking at clips of him over the last few days since, you know, the deal has been getting close and things like that. And he does, obviously he has that turn of pace where he can cover very well, but he also reads the game very well. I mean, obviously the main clips that have been up is of Ajax playing Dortmund last year when he was marking Erling Haaland, and he marked him off the pitch. His positional sense was very good. He won some good headers. He got some tackles in. So I think he's coming in as a centre back, guys. I really do. Patrick says, what is happening here? Just joined them. We're 1-0 down to a team that's the equivalent of a League of Ireland team, Patrick. Absolutely. Caught in the counter-attack. The usual scenario, Patrick. Maguire and Lindelof caught for pace. And, yeah. We should be trashing Melbourne Victory. This is embarrassing. Well, look. I was going to say it's all about the performance, but if we have a good performance, we should be beating the likes of these. So, it hasn't. United haven't really created much at the moment. Like we can see, the one thing that I've noticed straight away is in midfield, and we're playing them more like a 4-1-2-1, 4-1-2-2-1, or 4-1-2-3 nearly. So either Fred or McTominay are sitting in the pivot in the six, and then we have both Fernandez and McTominay or Fred, whichever the other one is, ahead of them looking for the ball in the channels, which I think we didn't have a lot last year. Both we had both Fred and McTominay dropping into a six position looking for the ball, and then when they did get on the ball, they looked forward and there was no more options. So it's good to see that. They're I don't think they're good enough to play that role, but I think that's where the likes of Frankie de Jong and the likes of Eriksen maybe are going to come in as well, and things like that. Ball is pinballing around here in the box, but again, I do think that I still do think we need a defensive midfielder. Karen says people mentioning Martinez is 5'9", Maguire is 6'2", and how's that working out for him? It's such a surface level observation. 99% of the game is played on the ground, and we need quick centre backs. I agree, Karen, 100%. Because, and I mentioned it in one of my videos, that you look at some of the greatest defenders of all time were under 6 foot. Puyol, Cannavaro, Bobby Moore, all these there's plenty of them. So, and I agree with you 100%. I mentioned it in one of my videos that the modern game is played on the ground now, and it's not played in the air as much. So, technical fullbacks are more. What's the word? Technical fullbacks are more prevalent in the game these days than physical big lumps of fullbacks. So I agree with you 100%. Robert is in. Good to see you. It had started Maguire era. Here we go again, Robert. Yeah. Mickey says Melbourne play deep and compact, and United can't break them down. Well, that's always been United's problem, Mickey, over the last few years. Teams that play a low block against Manchester United, just absolutely, United just cannot break them down. We can get to the final third, and once we get there, we stop and come back. We just cannot figure out how to break it down. So that's something that Ten Hag is going to have to work on. I think the likes of Frankie de Jong and Eriksen coming in will certainly improve that. But it is a worry, without doubt. Patrick says, sorry, I have the hiccups. Has Maguire not done enough to embarrass this club? I'd say something if he was our reserves, but this is starting 11 almost. Look, it's going to be interesting to see throughout the season how Maguire gets on. I just have a feeling Ten Hag is going to drop him early, and it's going to be Varane. And if Varane can stay fit and Martinez can stay fit, I think that's our new central defensive partnership. I really do. Komoro says, I swear, if we lose this one, I am going to actually kill Maguire. Don't do that. Don't be doing time for him. Karen says, Franco Baresi, that was another one I seen actually, was better than Maguire, and I think we can all agree. An average high centre-back that can read the game and recover is far more valuable than some gammon like a rugby prop. I agree with you, Karen, and not that I have experience in this because I only played at a local level, but I'm 5 foot. I'm gonna give myself 5'8", even though I'm probably more like 5'7". But we'll say 5'8". And I played centre back for a long time, and I had a big centre back beside me, and I played more like a sweeper. So it's not a necessity to be overly big, and I wasn't overly good in the air. I was able to get up. My timing was good to win a header, but I wasn't very physical in the air. So yeah, and I agree with you there. The ball being played on the ground an awful lot more these days. A more technical centre back I would have any day over a big lump of lad. Let's see what people on TikTok are saying. Great to see so many people in, guys. Keep smashing that like button for me if you don't mind. I'd really appreciate it. It just helps us get out to more people. Keep tapping that screen on TikTok as well. Let's try to get to 10,000 likes maybe before half time. We got 30,000 likes in total on our watch along the other day against Liverpool. So keep smashing that like button for us. I'd really appreciate it. Let's see what people are saying here. Bobby Boy says best captain in the Premier League. About Maguire. No, he's not. I think the best captain in the Premier League is... Fuck, that's a tough one. Best captain in the Premier League. And I know who Bobby's going to say. Of course he's going to say Henderson, but I don't think he is. I would have gone... Now, obviously, he's gone now, but I would have gone with Mark Noble as best captain in the Premier League. I think he was brilliant. I really do. Just led by example and done everything right, and wasn't always in the greatest teams, but yeah, I'd say Mark Noble. So it's 1-0 to Melbourne Victory, Joshua. I know you're taking the piss, Bobby. I'm only having a bit of banter back, but I do think Mark Noble. I think he was a brilliant captain. Greatest captain of all time has to be Roy Keane. Oh, here's McTominay. Oh, and it's blocked and goes wide. Lovely bit of play by Manchester United there down the right-hand side. Delot gets to the end line. I think it was Delot. No, so it was Fernandes with an overlap on Sancho. And on the edge of the 6-yard box, McTominay has a clear shot, but Melbourne Victory get a good block in. I'm not even going to try and name any of their players. But they smothered and... we have a corner, so Fernandes standing over the corner. First bit of really good kind of play by Manchester United. Deep ball in, keeper claims it easy enough. Carol says best captain, Roy Keane all day best captain. Yeah, I don't think, and look, it's not because I'm a United fan or anything like that. Obviously, Keane was my idol growing up, but it's just it's near impossible to get close to him in terms of how good he was as a captain. Other captains, I would say, I certainly do think Henderson is a good captain. I do. But you look at the likes of John Terry, Tony Adams, I think was a fantastic captain. Vincent Kompany, of course, was another one as well. Vieira, maybe to a lesser extent. Well, maybe not to a lesser extent. I'd certainly put him up there. But yeah, there's been some very good ones. Let's see. Patrick says, anyone have a receipt for Maguire? I'd take a credit note at this stage from Leicester, so I would. And just say, look, give us 80 million of a credit note there, and we'll take that rather than just a full refund. 5'7" playing against a load of 14-year-olds, was it? No, I'm still only 5'7", unfortunately. I didn't get a growth spurt till I was about 26, but let's see. Abdullah says, don't dream any trophy with this big size, weak, slow, pig, clueless Maguire. All right, that's strong. That's certainly strong. Did you do the giveaway yet, Jack, or doing it after the games? I'm doing it tonight. Mickey, we're going live for our usual transfer talk show tonight at 7:30. So make sure anyone that's watching, you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, because I'm picking a random subscriber I'll be picking it during the day, and I'll be announcing it at 7:30 tonight on our live transfer talk show. So anyone on TikTok or anyone on YouTube, make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube channel, because that's where we're picking our winner. Let's see. St. Joseph's Secondary School says, watching from Kenya. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. You're more than welcome. Ruben Diaz, good captain as well, centre back. Yeah. Mickey says, Roy Keane, Tony Adams, Kompany. And Karen says, were you impressed with Iqbal the last day? He passed the eye test for me. That's not a one-off. The guy got technical plays and buckets. Absolutely, Karen, I agree with you there. And I thought himself and Charlie Savage complemented each other an awful lot. I thought they were very... I mean, they come up against fucking Fabinho, Thiago, and Henderson, was it? Maybe it wasn't Henderson, someone else. But basically 3 of Liverpool's central, like starting centre midfielders. And now, look, they made mistakes, but they certainly done well against them. I thought they done very well. They looked composed when they were on the ball. Now, they gave it away a couple of times. There's a bit of naivety there with them, obviously, with the fact that they're so young. But it certainly does look promising with them, absolutely. Now, Patrick says, McTominay isn't actually a terrible player, but he still needs to tidy up some of his criticism and deserves it. He wasn't good enough. If he keeps the head down, he'll be good enough if he keeps the head down. I just don't rate him, Patrick. I just don't rate him. I think he lacks composure. He lacks creativity. I think he tends to hide an awful lot. He doesn't get into channels enough. I don't know. I just don't rate him. I love his passion and his desire and his heart and all of that, but I just don't think he's good enough. I really don't. Most of the best players in the Premier League era would have said Keane, regardless of who they played for, says Karen. Absolutely. Abraham says, Ab Victor watching from Nigeria. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. You're more than welcome. And Patrick says, hate how the only reason Maguire is in the team, just to say we didn't overpay for him. Only reason he is still here is because we won't get half the money we spent. Well, look, I don't think that's going to be a problem for Ten Hag, because Ten Hag didn't buy him. And I think there is a kind of a shift in mentality. I don't know if you agree with me, but, and look, I know it's been a difficult transfer window in relation to, deals dragging on and stuff. I do think we're going to get the majority of the players that we're looking at. And there does seem to be, in my opinion, a kind of a shift in mindset, even behind the scenes as well. I think Ten Hag is going to... I think Ten Hag could easily drop Maguire if he doesn't, play well. So, I think... I think he's going to really have to up his game, or he'll be out, I think. Komoro says, Maguire is just against Man United. He is an agent. Melbourne parking the bus early. As hell, says Mickey. Yeah, they are. But they look to counter-attack quite well, in fairness. Uganda is in the building. We see you there. Thanks for joining us. And Booley says, do you think Martinez will play a bit defensive midfielder? He did previously for Ajax. I do think he will play certain games there for us. I do. But I think he's being bought as a centre back. I really do. I think we conceded way too many goals last season, and I think the fact that we're looking at going in for the likes of De Jong and the likes of Eriksen in midfield, with bringing Donny van de Beek back and James Garner and things like that, it's already going to be, there's going to be a lot of central midfielders there. Now, there's no out-and-out CDM, so I do know what you're saying there, but we're light at centre-back. We are very light at centre-back in terms of quality. And I think that's where he's going to play. I really do. Bobby Boy. Jeez, you're really on one, Bobby Boy, aren't you? Trying to sign players that don't want to play for you is embarrassing. Well, if you knew what was going on, you really wouldn't have put that comment in, because look, I have no doubts that Frankie de Jong will happily sign for Manchester United. The reason he's coming out saying that he wants to stay at Barcelona is basically to push the arm of Barcelona to pay him the wages that he's owed. Manchester United would not still be in negotiations for Frankie de Jong this long if he did not want to play for Manchester United. So he's coming out and saying, no, I want to stay at Barcelona. And he's played it, him and his team, I think, have played it very, very clever. Because he's owed 17 million in wages. He will not take a pay cut. So he's coming out and saying, no, I'm happy to stay at Barcelona. The only reason he's saying that is to get the wages that he's owed. And once he gets them, he's gone. He's out the door. And I think he'd be delighted to get out the door. Here's Fernandez. Oh, great save by the keeper. I think he'd be out the door as soon as he gets that 17 million in wages, because he's owed it, and United will give him a good wage without a doubt. And Barcelona are a shambles. But the only reason he's staying there is because he wants to get what he's owed. Great ball there into Bruno Fernandes. Gets a good shot off. Keeper makes a good save. And a lovely ball through by Sancho. Sancho's playing well, I have to say now, in the opening 25 minutes or so. United are starting to dominate a bit now. You know, they're pressing Melbourne back in, and Elanga gets to the end line here. Plays it back to Bruno Fernandes and to keep possession. But United's movement has been decent. I've been answering a lot of questions, so I haven't seen much of the game, so I might watch it for a few minutes. Let me see. But yeah, they're certainly keeping possession well. Melbourne are camped very deep on the edge of their own box, really. Fucking water bottle. So McTominay gets to the end line here, gets it back to Sancho. United are keeping possession again on the edge of the box. It's hard. They're finding it hard maybe to penetrate a bit, but the likes of Martial is starting to get sucked out now rather than staying central. And it would have been a lovely 1-2 only for McTominay with his banana foot. But yeah, United are putting the pressure on here. Martial does well there. Martial, I have to say, does very well. Gets in, gets shot away, and it's blocked. Martial's intensity levels seem to have really gone up in this pre-season. He's closing down, he's hassling, he's harrying, he's working hard. So his body language looks a lot better. So you would be thinking that he's saying to himself, right, I need to up my game here. Lovely ball in. Sancho gets to the end line. Just gets it back, over hits it. But it's going to come to Luke Shaw at the back post here. Great to see so many people in, guys, as well. Keep hitting that like button. Anyone watching on YouTube, if you could just take a quick second and hit the like button. It really helps out the channel a lot. But yeah, great to see so many people in. Let's see, can we get through some of the comments here? Patrick says, give me a boot sponsor so I can put one right in Maguire rear as he booted out the door. Absolutely. Maguire not going to be a big feature this season, says Mickey. Wait and see. Ten Hag is not stupid. It won't be captain either. An Aspect says, opinions on Lisandro Martinez. I think he's a very good signing for Manchester United. I think he gives us options both at centre-back and CDM, so really happy with that one Aspect, yeah. Let me know what you think. Patrick says, we have been known to drag transfers out for years. I've said it time and time again. We don't have to we don't have the pull factor we used to. Well, in relation to that, obviously the Frankie de Jong one was the big one that dragged on, but I don't think that has anything got to do with United. United were in early for him. It's unfortunate that it's dragged out for so long. We were slow in relation to acting with Ajax. I will give you that without a doubt. And I think that's why we're after overpaying for the likes of Martinez. But once we did actually go and sit down with Ajax for Martinez, the deal got done very quickly. I have to say it did. We just maybe put feelers out there, and there was a lot of reports saying that United wanted him. But once we actually went with a deal, with an offer, I think we put in our first offer a little over a week ago. Maybe it's certainly less than 10 days ago. So that moved very quick as well. We got Malacia in very quick. I have a feeling that we're holding Eriksen, and not that I agree with this in any way, but I have a feeling that Eriksen is being held, and why it hasn't been announced is, am I right in saying that the away kit is being unveiled this weekend, even though we know what it is, but it's been released or whatever it is? I think maybe that could have something to do with it, because there hasn't been any other suggestion that or to why Eriksen has taken this long. And reports have suggested that he's going to join up with the squad next week on the Australian leg of the tour. So you'd be hoping that gets over the line quick as well. Dalot gets to the end line here, pulls the ball back. Yeah, I mean, Melbourne they basically have 10 men behind the ball. So United are struggling a little bit to break them down. They're very compact, but they have got to the end line a couple of times. But anytime United do lose it, they are very fast to maybe close down, which I am happy to be seeing. I have to say, the intensity levels that they close down the ball once they lose it is something that needed to improve. And it certainly looks like the intensity levels have gone up in that respect. Comments flying in here, guys. Apologies if I don't get to all of them. Maguire Let's see what people are saying here. I think McTominay. Oh yeah. So Karen says I think McTominay is. Oh no, we read that one already. Sorry. I don't understand why De Jong leaving Barca would affect the fact that they owe him 17 million. He's owed the money regardless. Debts are cancelled. Debts aren't cancelled just because you move. I agree, but um, I think there was. I have a feeling that Manchester United are going to pick up some of that bill, some of that wage bill. I really do, which I wouldn't be for at all. Just because Barcelona are running their own club into the ground financially doesn't mean Manchester United should pick up 17 million in wages that he's been owed for the last couple of years. So, look, I just hope it gets done as quick as possible. Karen says, get a Super Sparrow water bottle. They're fantastic. I'm actually going to fucking type that into Amazon right now. Super Sparrow water bottle. Yeah, that looks good. I'll get one of them. Thanks for that. Super Sparrow. I'll buy that now as soon as the live is over. Fucking piece of shit keeps leaking on me. And it's blue as well, which is another fucking reason why I don't like it. City fuckers. Anyway, Aspect says, notice how when Slabhead doesn't start we win, but when he does we start losing. Well, look. Well, in fairness to Melbourne Victory here, they seem to have done their homework on us. They're very compact. Now again, look, United are piling the pressure on, but that was always going to be the case. But they have their homework done. They're very compact. They're trying to hit us on the counter attack, and it's obviously working because they're 1-0 up. But look, like we said, it's not the result is not massively important here. And I said that I said that against for the game against Liverpool as well. I didn't think the result was overly important against Liverpool. Obviously, it's always good to beat the likes of Liverpool, and you want Manchester United to win every game. But it's more about the performance, about getting maybe the system down. The more minutes you can get into players' legs, the better. Let's see. Patrick says, McTominay makes me worried about the academy. If he was the only one of the best we had, I am worried hopefully he improves. Well, look, I think Erik Ten Hag coming to Manchester United, I think he's coming at the absolute perfect time in relation to our academy, because we have potentially 4 or 5 academy players now that within the next 12 to 24 months could potentially be in the starting lineup or in the first team squad on a consistent basis. So Erik Ten Hag loves to work with young players and develop players and things like that, because he's an out and out coach. So I think it's perfect timing for him to be getting the managerial job at Manchester United, given the fact that all of these good youngsters are coming through. Now look, that doesn't mean that these youngsters are going to go on and be successful at Manchester United. They mightn't, some of them mightn't get into the first team, but I certainly do think that the quality is there, and I think the timing is perfect. But only time will tell on that one. Moro says it's funny that we had Rooney as captain, and now we have Maguire that scores in our net, and that's making me rage so hard. Absolutely. And Mohammed says, we the fans didn't need Maguire as captain, either Ronaldo or Bruno or any other player but Maguire. And Aspect says true, so agrees there. Mickey says Eriksen deal is taking this long because they have to do tests on his pacemaker, and all that is part of the medical, and make sure all insurance stuff is covered and make sure he's going to be safe. Yeah, it has to be done, really, doesn't it? I mean, I was listening to the Stretford Paddock podcast last week, and they were talking about Eriksen, and Steve Howson, who's part of that, has become friends with Fabrice Muamba, who obviously we know collapsed on the pitch a number of years ago for Bolton Wanderers, and he is a pacemaker put in as well, the same as Eriksen. And he was saying that since Muamba got the pacemaker put in, comes to the edge of the box of Sancho, and another block, corner to United. But since Muamba got the pacemaker put in, it's gone off twice. He's needed it twice. So basically, what happens is that your pacemaker is basically like it just gives you a little electric jolt if your heart stops. And he said it was bloody sore when it happens. So you're 100% there, Mickey. All of these tests and stuff have to be done, and insurance is a big one then as well. Absolutely. So you're spot on there. Not even United would wait for release a kit to also announce Eriksen, but the Glazers probably think it's the best idea ever. Idiots, absolutely. Aspley says, I highly doubt the Glazers care too much about our club. Yeah, I don't think so. All they care about is the dosh, and it's a cash flow system for them. It's a money making thing. So, yeah, I agree with you there. Let's see. And Party Pooper is in and says Sancho is looking sharp. He is. I mentioned it a few minutes ago. I'm liking the look of him now, I have to say. But here come Melbourne again now on the counter attack. But United are getting numbers back as well. But yeah, I'm very excited to see Sancho this year, and obviously we've seen. I'm sure you all seen the clips of Erik ten Hag giving him a rollicking in training. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to see how he gets on. I really am. Are you a salesman? Says Aspect. I'm not. I used to sell health insurance, but I'm not anymore. No, I thought, little one, I'm just very strong advocate for water bottles. Right, absolutely. Now, let's see what people are saying on TikTok here. Jeffrey says, Ronaldo is toxic. After all the love the fans showed him, he cares for himself alone. Well, look, I think that's always been the case with Ronaldo, regardless of what club he's been at. He's so focused on goals and hitting targets and winning trophies that I do think he loves Manchester United and all of that, but he's not going to let that get in the way of his legacy and his trophy haul and his goal scoring numbers and all of these kind of things, so but I agree. I was a bit upset when I heard he was leaving, because I think now when United need him the most to get back into the Champions League, he says no. So I was disappointed with that. But I don't think he's leaving. I really don't. Where is he going to go? So Bayern Munich turned him down. PSG turned him down. He's not going back to Real Madrid. He's not going back to Juventus. Barcelona won't buy him. Chelsea have now basically pulled the plug on it because Tuchel doesn't want him. He's out of options. He's literally out of options. I reckon he stays. I really do reckon he stays. Now look, if he doesn't stay, I'm not going to be disappointed if he leaves, because I'm all for the Ten Hag era and the system and the team. Here's a free kick now into the box. Poor one. Comes to the edge though to Fred, who blazes it over the bar. So yeah, like I think if he leaves, I won't be overly disappointed. But if he stays, I'll be happy he stays. But if he does stay, he's going to have to be happy to be sitting on the bench a few times, because I think Ten Hag has a certain system and certain way of playing that will maybe require Ronaldo to sit on the bench a few times. So it's going to be interesting. Keep smashing that like button for us, guys, on TikTok. We're at 8,500 likes. We're trying to get to 10,000 before halftime, so we have about 7 minutes. So keep tapping that screen for us. It's free to do. But yeah, I really appreciate it. It gets us out to more people. It gets more people in the chat. We'll have a better laugh. Bobby Boy says he's finished. About Ronaldo, you're an idiot if you think Ronaldo is finished. Regardless of where he goes, he'll score goals. He's an absolute machine. Is it really about him leaving, or is it time off after the loss of his son? He took no time to grieve. That could absolutely be it, John. I agree. And by all accounts, I do think there's one of his family members is sick as well. There's been reports it's his mother. But look, we don't know that. I'm certainly not going to speculate there. I certainly do think that he will. He will return as soon as he's over this. If it is grieving or if it is a family issue, whatever it is, I do think he will. I do think he will return, because I just don't see who can afford him. Really don't. Out of the options he has left, Jay says, you not think this team is the look of... You not think this team is the look of no one will get many chances with this lineup straight away? Well, I think with this, I think with Ten Hag and this team, I think you only get into the team if you take your chance, really, and you stay in the team, you know. So, I don't think Ten Hag is going to take any prisoners in relation to favourites and I'm delighted with that, because we've had fucking favourites for the last few seasons, you know, under Ollie, and the same players were playing all the time, regardless of how well or how poor they played. They always played, and I don't think that's going to be the case with Ten Hag. You know, I think he's a lot more ruthless, and you can see it even with his interview after the game the other day. You know, a lot of praise, and people were coming out, you know, in his interview saying, well done on beating Liverpool and stuff. And the first thing he said was, I've seen a lot of mistakes that we need to improve on, which is brilliant. I love to hear that, you know, because it keeps the players on their toes. It doesn't let anything go to their head, you know. Oh, lovely ball in. Oh, Martial with a 50 pence head. Oh, he had a lovely header on the 6-yard box there. All he had to do was get it on target, but basically headed it back out. 50 pence head. Anyway, but yeah, we're after hitting 10,000 likes. Thanks so much, guys, for keep hitting that like button for us. I really appreciate it. And anyone as well on YouTube, if you haven't done so, like and subscribe there. It helps the channel out a ton. Patrick says, we need to dump 90% of our centre backs and either develop the ones that we have or buy, because we've Lindelof, Jones, Slabhead, Varane, Bailly, etc. Yeah, I agree, absolutely. Aspect says, to put up with Maguire for one season is enough. And Karen says, there is no problem with Ronaldo, in my opinion. The problem is fans being emotionally attached to players. Ronaldo will always be number one to Ronaldo, and that's fine. It's one of the reasons he's so successful. 100%. Absolutely 100%. And he's entitled to be like that, you know, given the numbers he's put up and how good he is. And he'll go down as one of the greatest players ever. Oh, and it's 1-1. Scotty McTominay with a wicked deflection, and it's 1-1. I half missed the shot, so I'll give you the replay here now and we'll see. Yeah, 1-1. Scott McTominay, massive deflection, lobbed over the keeper. So let's see. Ball is played out to Delo on the right, who plays it into McTominay. He tries to slip it into Sancho, and they try and clear the line, but it comes back to him, and he just leathers a shot from the edge of the box. Who does it hit? Does it hit a United player? I think it did hit a United player. Maybe it didn't. But either way, oh yeah, I think it actually hit Martial, maybe. But it loops all the way over the goalkeeper and into the side net, and it's 1-1. So, look, good time to get a goal, 1-1. United have been pressing very, very hard, in fairness to them. And Melbourne have been basically camped on the edge of their own box. So, look, it was only a matter of time, really. We're back. We're going to win the league. But yeah, back to Karen's comment there. I think you're spot on with Ronaldo, absolutely. Ten Hag will want a younger team, says Aspect. Mickey says the high press will suit Ronaldo, though. He's all about pressing when playing for Portugal. Absolutely, and I think if we do play a high press like that, which we will play, if we do win the ball higher up the field, Ronaldo is a lot closer to goal, which is never a bad thing. Patrick says, still worried about the score right now. If we can't beat this lot, City, Liverpool and even Chelsea and Spurs will run riot around us. Who scored against United? Says Mohammed. I don't know who the player was that scored, but McTominay is after scoring for Manchester United. Adam says, what do you make of Donny van de Beek still not getting starts in this team? I know it's a pre-season, but his first half team seems to be his preferred 11. Look, I mean, Van de Beek played second half yesterday and was kind of underwhelming, really, wasn't he? Or not yesterday, against Liverpool on Monday or Tuesday, whatever day it was. He was very underwhelming. Now, he did get the short straw in relation to who he was up against. He was on and was playing against Liverpool's best 11, basically. Well, the best 11 that they had out on the day. And we were pinned back for a lot of that, and he was nearly playing in the 8, so a lot of ball didn't get to him. Look, I do think he's going to have involvement this year. I do think he's going to have to play a lot better and maybe get some confidence going, because there's certainly going to be plenty of people looking to take that position. Um, yeah, United are well in control of this game here, keeping possession well as well, which is good to see. Keeping possession well as well. Let's see. Love how Ten Hag has believed in youth before. Oh, it comes to Martial and it's 2-1. United take the lead just before half time. Get up. Lovely. 2-1 to Manchester United. It looked like a bit of a mistake from Melbourne, but the ball breaks to Martial literally on the 6-yard box, takes the first touch and buries it. We'll get a replay now and see. So Jadon Sancho again, look down that side, plays a lovely ball to Delo, and it comes back and Alanga kind of throws his foot at it, kind of half scuffs it, and it drops directly to Anthony Martial. Nice and cool, takes the first touch and slots it away. Tony gets 2 in pre-season and he's looking sharp, and that's what I like to see. I like to see them kind of goals. I like to see them kind of 6-yard box goals out of our strikers, sniffing the danger. But that goal was made by Jadon Sancho, who's so far has been man of the match, and it's half time, so great time to score. So absolutely, but yeah, look, I mean, it's been a good half. We got caught in the counter attack early on, went 1-0 down, but United have controlled the game. They've looked to move the ball very fast. They've been quick on closing down when they've lost the ball as well, which is very encouraging to see. But yeah, good performance first half, guys. I'm going to nip to the toilet really quick because I'm after drinking a load of water. So just give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back to you. And we're back. Let me update that score as well. Home score. Oh no, that's Crest. No. 2-1. But yeah, look, good first half performance, guys. Let me know what you thought of it. For anyone who is watching, look, I thought it was a decent performance. United basically dominated, but But yeah, let's see what people are saying in the chat here. Apologies if I can't get to all of them, guys. There's loads of them flying in. Let's see. Kamoro says, I think Ronaldo will be like Zlatan. He won't retire soon, and you'll also your streams are amazing, and I love it. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I don't think he's retiring anytime soon either. I think he could easily play into his 40s. He just keeps himself so well and so fit, and so. Yeah, I think he could easily play into his 40s. Absolutely. Martial again. Yeah, Martial, guys, he's having a good preseason. But I have to say, he's looking sharp and he's looking lean and he's looking hungry, which is great to see as well. Speaking of hungry, I'm hungry. Melbourne Cup in the bag. Yeah, two trophies on the way already in 2 games. What more do you want? Patrick says, we never needed Donny van de Beek. He was essentially an impulse buy. He could have done with another season or 2 at Ajax and signed now. Maybe have been twice the man we got. I agree with you there, because I think after that 2019 Ajax team in the Champions League and they went on that amazing run, you could see they were going to get picked off. And United just kind of went, we'll take you. You come to us. And they just went and bought him, So... yeah, that's what I think. Cottle is in. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us again. Adam says Sancho is world class. Running at defenders or standing back, picking out passes. He's just all around brilliant. Yeah, I think so. Keane is in. He's a bit late. You're more than welcome, Keane. Thanks for getting in, man. Yeah, Patrick's reminding me to change the score. Sorry, guys, I'm eating here. I'm absolutely starving. I had no breakfast. Let's see what people are saying here. Mickey says Sancho's shown he has adapted well in the Ten Hag style. It really works for him. Absolutely. And Karen says Sancho is a technical player. He'll thrive under Ten Hag. I agree. Absolutely. 100%. He was the first one I thought about when Ten Hag finally got the job. I was like, oh, this is the manager for Sancho. So yeah. 2-1, yes sir. Orange juice. What? I skipped a couple of... Orange juice or apple juice, says Aspect. Orange juice. All the way. Let's see. Fred must be thinking he's Matt Letizia. He tried another lob there as well, yeah. I've seen that. Orange juice with bits, says Arsenal. No bits in the orange juice, lads. It's like drinking fucking... Oh, it's like fucking drinking custard with bits in it. No bits. I don't get why people give out as well about, like, people who like orange juice with bits in don't mind orange juice without bits in it. But people who like orange juice without bits in it hate orange juice with bits in it. But the people then start giving out that there's no bits in the orange juice. There just shouldn't be bits in it, because everyone will like it if there's no bits in it. Anyway, fuck me, that was a sidetrack. Champions of Melbourne, you'll never sing that, says Cottle. We have finally won a trophy, first time since 2017. Mickey Mouse Cup or not, it's all the one, absolutely. Tyrell Malacia, 2 games, 2 trophies, while Nunez 0 trophies, says Keane. Nunez is washed, says Aspect. And Shar Surf is in and says, this is getting interesting. Absolutely. Hope you washed your hand before eating. I did. I always... That's why it took me so long. Keane says, eat me tea and toast. You're not the only one that's hungry, Jack. Absolutely, Keane. What am I eating? I'm eating a dairy milk. Bite-sized dairy milk. There's only 4 squares in it. Robin Bastards. Used to be 5 squares and they cut one out of it. And fucking still charge the same price. Robin fuckers. Anyway. Let's see. We'll see what people are saying here. Vecna says Solskjaer shouldn't have bought CR7, and Ten Hag should have got him because he would have played better. Okay, absolutely. Wheelo says Nunes is Andy Carroll in the second for a higher fee. He's Andy Carroll in disguise, basically, ain't he? I mean, he has that same stupid fucking man bun as well. No offense to anyone that has a man bun, but it's just them two words put together just don't sound like acting. That should be, I don't know, whatever. I won't even finish that. User says Martial is such a baller. Best striker in the Premier League. I wouldn't go that far. I think there is a fantastic player in there. The problem is that we haven't seen it an awful lot over the last 3 or 4 years. But he had a very good season. Was it 2019, 2020 maybe? He had a decent season. But it's been fits and starts. So, Rashford SZN says, who is man of the match so far? I would certainly give it to Jadon Sancho. I thought he's been fantastic. So yeah, I would. Football, Johansson says, Martial will be the best football player in the world. Okay. Well, he has when we bought him, there's actually there's a Ballon d'Or clause in his contract. Well, in the first one. Or in all of them, I think. If he does win the Ballon d'Or, we owe more money to whoever we bought him off of. Cotton says, Orange Juice Community Channel. Fuck up about orange juice now and look, pineapple on pizzas. Karen is off now as well. No to pineapple on pizzas. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Pineapple on anything. Bits in orange juice is like drinking sick with bits in it. Oh, Jesus Christ, Patrick. That is absolutely rank, man. Bits in orange juice is like drinking sick with bits of a kebab from last night in it. That is absolutely disgusting. Get off my channel. Dairy milk bite size inflated. Yeah, fuckers buy. Fuckers cutting it down from 5 squares to 4 and charging the same price. Times are tough, buy. Keane says, how much money do you make on YouTube? Zero, Keane. For now, you know, if you continue to watch and the channel continues to grow, then who knows? But as of now, I just do it for the crack and the banter and the laugh and stuff like that. So, but who knows? Down the line, potentially, we could make some money. Like, there has been people asking me already, when am I going to set up a membership and stuff on YouTube? And am I going to set up a membership for people to join, you know, and subscribe for a monthly fee and stuff like that, and get extra content and badges beside their names and stuff like that. I do have to get to 1,000 subscribers first, and I have to get to 4,000 watch hours. So we're closing in on 700 subscribers. So I'm hoping to get the subscribers in before the start of the season in about 3 weeks' time. Hopefully. And our watch hours then, I mean, we're doing watch-alongs like this that generally are about 3 hours long. So you'd be hoping that, you know, them watch times will go up. So I'll keep you in the loop. You know what I mean? Once if we get to like that, I want to start a podcast as well with some friends local to me here that we might do maybe once a week after each Premier League round of games. Might do it, you know, on a maybe a Monday evening and then publish it on a Wednesday and things like that. So, but I mean, if you have any ideas, you just let me know. If you want me to do anything, if you think there should be anything specific I should be doing, just let us know. I'm as new to this as I only started this in April. So, but I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying it. What's the YouTube channel? Says NUFC. It's United Community Channel. So if you click on my homepage on TikTok, there's a link there. You'll be able to go over and subscribe. And as well, to anyone that's new, do make sure you're subscribing to our YouTube channel, because we're giving away a Manchester United kit, the new Manchester United kit, tonight on our Transfer Talk show at 7:30. So we do Transfer Talk shows Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays at 7:30, and we're giving away the kit tonight. You have to be a subscriber of the YouTube channel. I'm going to be picking subscriber later on this afternoon, and I'll be announcing it then on on our show at 7:30. Yeah. Right, Naked. It's time for you to get blocked. Do. Need to add a couple of mods. I do. I need to add a couple of mods, but I'm going to look into that now in the next few days, because some of these comments that are coming in are starting to annoy me, and I can't delete them for some reason. Yeah. So just let me have a quick check. I want to see, has there been any changes at half time? Jack is in. Jack Farrington, good to see you. Where are you from? That's a strong accent, says Swerve. So I'm from Ireland, Kilkenny. So we are. Let me see. Lovely. So Keane is after subscribing. Good to see you there, Keane. Adam says, "What do you think we will be, or sorry, what do you think will be the top 6 next season?" So, top 6 for me is Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea. I want to say United. I really do want to say United. Right, I'm going to say United, even though I think Spurs could easily get it as well. I'm going to say United, Spurs, Arsenal. That's my top 6. Yeah. I'm working tonight during the live, Patrick. Well, look, that's no problem. Make sure you're following on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and all that, because whoever the winner is, I obviously, if I'm picking a YouTube subscriber, I can't directly contact that YouTube subscriber. So I'm going to be putting up some content and videos about who it is and stuff like that. So make sure you're following us on. We're United Community Channel on everything, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram as well. So make sure you're following all of them, and you'll find out easily enough. I'll have it all over the place this evening. Let's see. I'm here most of the time. I'll mod if you want, says Patrick. Yeah, look, I just had to do a bit of research myself as on moderators, because I'm not 100% sure on it yet. So it is something I might maybe look at doing at the start of the season. Because obviously, and thankfully the numbers are growing. So there's more people getting into chats. Maybe, obviously once it gets to a certain level, I won't be able to read out all the chats. And that sometimes happens on TikTok as well, because there's so many people putting in messages that it's hard to get to them all. So I don't know, is super chats the way to go, or is like I have it turned, like on YouTube at the moment, I have it turned to subscribers only as well. So yeah, but look, let me know what you think. I mean, I'm open to suggestions anyway. So yeah. So yeah, we're just after kicking off here, guys. Second half, complete overhaul of the team. It looks like. Let's see. Can we get the? Okay, so Eaton Laird is on right back. Erik Bailly is on again, centre back, along with Tellez again. Left back, it looks like Malacia. It is Malacia, yeah. Rashford has come in on the far left. We have Charlie Savage, and we have, is that Hannibal Iqbal? Then we have Chong, Van de Beek, Ahmad. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah, so wholesale changes. But yeah. Let's see what people are saying here. I'm from County Laois, says Keane. Good, Keane. My wife is from County Laois. She is just outside of Port Laois, around the sawmills. So, yeah. Keane says Maguire won't be dropped, so who does Martinez replace? I think he'll replace. Uh, I think he's going to replace Maguire. Eventually, I do. Uh, I mean, this high line that Ten Hag is renowned for playing, Maguire will not be able to play it. He just won't. Unless he drastically changes his game, picks up some pace, and becomes a good footballer. You know? So, Rashi with the captain's armband, says Mickey. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think Liverpool are getting second, to be honest. Darwin Noodles is a replacement for Mane. Yeah, well, look, the lower Liverpool finish down, the happier I would be, obviously, and I'm sure Liverpool fans are the same. I mean, here's one in now, Adam on TikTok, Adam LFC. Look, it's all a bit of banter, but, you know, yeah, I do think they're still going to be quite strong. I do think that they're going to have to go into a potential rebuild because, you know, Klopp has signed on now for the next 3 or 4 years, and, you know, the likes of, is Salah going to be there in 4 years' time? Probably not. Firmino is looking to go. Thiago will probably go because he doesn't stay at clubs longer than 4 or 5 years. You know, Henderson will probably be too old. Van Dijk will be getting on at that stage as well. You know, so it's going to be interesting to see with Liverpool. It really is. Let's see. They're making an appearance as well, says Mickey. Yeah, absolutely. You'll have to clip your predictions and compare it at the end of the season. Well, I leave that up to you. So here we go. You can clip this bit. Manchester United will finish 4th this season. Now, Man U winning the league. Actually, we look fantastic. Well, let's not get carried away aspect with ourselves here now. They are looking good, and you know it's only pre-season, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. The Premier League is a different ball game altogether. But look, I mean, it's certainly looking good, and Ten Hag has us playing in a certain way, which is good to see. Patrick says I'll drop a follow on Instagram, so good man. Oh, we're definitely banging in goals, says Keane. Is it Hannibal or Iqbal, says Karen. I think it's Hannibal Iqbal, but I think he has Iqbal on his jersey. But Hannibal is just easier to say, isn't it? Iqbal and Savage are back in, says Cottle. Yeah, absolutely. They had a very good second half against Liverpool last week. Hope Rashford can get his confidence back as well, says Cottle. So do I. Look, I mean, I have a lot of time for Rashford. I don't think he's a world-class player like some people say. I think he's a good player. But yeah, I'd like to see him with some confidence back again and you know, get a couple of early goals once the league starts and stuff, and hopefully he can kick on then as well. People sleeping on Chelsea this summer. Chelsea making massive moves, and only that they are buying youth players for the future, says Mickey. Yeah, well, look, I think you know, if you had said it to me a week ago about Chelsea, I would have said, oh, geez, I don't know. But, like, they're basically gone out and got Koulibaly now. You know, they're after getting Sterling in. I still think they need an out-and-out striker. And I think they probably still do need to improve and get a couple more defenders in. But, yeah, they certainly have a very good squad. I would, you know, when it comes, even, like, with midfield and things like that, they're very, you know, they're very good in terms of numbers and all that as well. Karen says Spurs are going to be the surprise package this season, in my opinion, or United. I totally agree. I think Conte is after buying very well in this transfer window, and I think Spurs will be. I think they'll be hard to beat this year. I really do. Salah leaving next summer, just signed a new contract, so Liverpool can get money back on him, says Mickey. Yeah, I agree there. I reckon Gerrard will take over from Klopp, says Cottle. I mean, it's basically the ideal scenario, but who knows? I mean, Gerrard could go along and get relegated with Aston Villa, and all of a sudden then his stock price falls, and Liverpool mightn't want him, so who knows? Let's see. Keane says, say it again, I wasn't recording. United are going to finish 4th this season. Go on, Keane, you send that back to me now at the end of next season. Hopefully it'll be United winning the Premier League, even though it won't. But wouldn't it be great? Let's see. Retirement home LFCR, says Aspect. Well, I wouldn't go that far now. They still have some very good players, very good young players. But But look, yeah, I think they'll be thereabouts again this season. Um, Party says, why do I prefer Tellez and Bailly over Maguire and Lindelof? Fucking too right of it. You know what I mean? Uh, there's just I don't know what it is about. And look, I don't think it's Lindelof. I think it's Maguire so whoever's playing with Maguire, I think it's just the Maguire factor that makes us all a bit nervous. Um, I think if you put Bailly in there with Lindelof, you'd be more comfortable. So I don't know, it's a strange one. There's Nani sitting on the bench. He still has his earrings in, so I wonder, is he going to be involved? Um, Maybe not. He's just after signing for them. So, um, let's see. Rashford wouldn't. Oh, chance for United. Oh, comes back out to Hannibal. But United again, in fairness to them, I know it's the youth now basically that's in. Jesus, that fucking Laird lad has is some set shoulders on him for a small lad, doesn't he? I'm just looking at him there. He's fucking well built, so he is, and a big arse on him and all. Like he's fucking. He's in good shape for a youth player. He's well developed, like. Nearly reminds you of a young Seedorf there, just the way he's built and stuff like that. Anyway, sorry, a bit of a sidetrack there. Tech Ultimate Pinson says, "Hey bro, where do you think United will finish the season?" Well, look, I'm going to say, in my heart, I'm going to say top. I'm going to say fourth, but in my head, I think maybe fifth. Yeah. So look, we'll see. But I'm looking impressed at this Laird. Maybe that's why United haven't gone out and actively looked for a right back. Maybe, I mean, he looks like a well established 25-year-old in terms of his physique and how he moves, and here he is again. Oh, Donny van de Beek makes a lovely run there. It's good to see Donny getting game time now as well. You'd be hoping he can kick on this season as well. But yeah. Jack loves a big arse on his players. I do. A big arse. You just know he can move fast then, and he can just get around the field. But look, I am happily married to a woman, so let's not get carried away. Spurs did their sixth signing today. Spence, now content needs a CAM, says Tech. Yeah, I mean, they've done some very good business, I have to say. I think they've done the best business out of anyone in the transfer window. I really do. They've done well. Who will be relegating this season, says Tech. Oh, it's hard to know. I mean, are Brentford going to have a season 2 syndrome? How are the likes of Nottingham Forest going to do coming up as well? I think relegation is always the hardest one to judge because you just don't know how teams are going to perform when they do come up to the Premier League. And look, it all comes down to recruitment as well. And I don't really know if them kind of teams are after recruiting well and who they're after signing. I'm not overly following them, so I think maybe it's an easier one to answer closer to maybe at the start of the season or even a game or two in. But the usual frauds will be down there, like Liverpool. I wish. Let's see. How do you think Forest will do next season, says Mark. It's hard to know, really. And again, it goes back, Mark, to what I just said there with recruitment. I mean, they're obviously losing the likes of James Garner to ourselves, obviously, because he's coming back on loan. But, I mean, they certainly played very good football last season. And they were easy on the eye. But it goes, sometimes players can, obviously be very good in the Championship and move up to the Premier League and kind of freeze. So it all comes down. I really do hope they do well. I really do, because they're a massive, massive, massive club. And, obviously they have 2 European Cups and, the Brian Clough era and all of that. So I would love to see them get back and get re-established into the Premier League. Oh, what a little... Zidane doing a Zidane. Oh, that was fucking beautiful. He done the little step over and then spin a Rooney off it. I don't know what the name of it is. The yoke Zidane used to do, but Zidane Iqbal living up to his name there. That was absolutely beautiful, so it was. But yeah, let's see. Albie says, well, Jack, I'm on the beach here. What's the story? Who got the goals? Any good? So, first goal was a deflection by McTominay, looped in over the keeper. And the second goal then, Albie, was a very good goal from Martial. Sancho played a lovely little through ball into Dalot, who got to the end line and basically squared the ball to Martial, who was on the 6-yard box. He even took a first touch and slotted it away. So very good. Yeah, so United are dominating. They really are. We got caught in a counter attack earlier on, but other than that, we've basically been dominating. And, we've been playing okay. Keane says, what do you think of Sterling to Chelsea? I think it's a great signing for Chelsea. I still think they need an out-and-out striker. I can't see him playing down the middle, really. But yeah, I think it's a good signing for him. Hater Game says Zidane Iqbal. Yeah, I mean, absolutely lovely bit of skill there. Let's see. Brentford without Eriksen will struggle, says Patrick. Well, look, I don't know about that, Patrick, because I mean, Brentford were flying before they even got Eriksen. So look, I do take your point. I mean, Eriksen only played 11 games out of the 38 last season in the league for them. So, and they stayed up pretty comfortably. So I think they have a very good coach, and I think they're well drilled. But look, you can see a lot of the time with that second season syndrome in the Premier League, where it's hard to kind of maintain the momentum and the joy and the kind of the thrill of getting there in season one. Let's see here. Keane says Zidane, yeah. Let's see. Patrick says, if Garner doesn't kick on and get something in the first team, his time is up. Still thought he was like 19 or 20, but he's way older. Well, look, I think he will get game time this year, and I think it goes back to the fact that we were saying, I don't think this manager, Ten Hag, is going to have any favourites. And if you're playing well and if you're good enough to be in the team, then I think you'll be in the team, Bro, went to see Liverpool and now Chelsea, says Keane, and Zidane has to live up to Iqbal. Absolutely, aspect. Is Garner still injured, says Cottley? He is. I think he's still carrying a little knock, yeah. And Tex says, where are you from? I'm from India. So we're from Ireland, Tex. So it's great to see you. You're more than welcome. Thanks for joining us. It's great to see so many people from all over the world joining in on our streams. But you're more than welcome. Thanks for joining us. Hater Game says, what do you think of Zidane Iqbal? Well, he's certainly, these 2 games in pre-season, he's certainly making a name for himself, and he's given the manager a good option there, absolutely. And Ten Hag had a lot of praise for him in his press conference the other day. So, hopefully he can kick on and get some game time this season. I mean, if he keeps putting in performances, and look, again, I know it's only pre-season, but if he keeps putting in performances like he's putting in, if he can bring that into maybe a few league performances like that, then I think absolutely he could certainly be a good part of our squad this season. But United doing well here now. Donny van de Beek breaking down the left. United are just keeping possession. Ahmad, Charlie, Savage, all the way over to Ethan Laird. I cannot get over Ethan Laird. I didn't know he was that built. He certainly looks the part anyway. I think this year Bournemouth 20th, Fulham 19, and 18 and 17 places, Leeds and Southampton. It can get changes as well, says Tech. Yeah, they're all good shouts there, absolutely. Patrick says, will Brentford be like Huddersfield though? 2 seasons crash and drop. Well, that could certainly be the case, You wouldn't know. I like Brentford though. I would like to see them stay in the Premier League. Ten Hag has always believed in youth, says Patrick. Yeah, absolutely. And Tex says, you're from Ireland. Nice, says Tex. So good to see you. Let's see what people are saying on TikTok here. Keep smashing that like button for us, guys. Anyone on TikTok here, Let's try maybe hit 25,000 before the end. We have a half an hour. We got 30,000 on our watch along against Liverpool. Let's see, can we get close to it? Keep tapping that screen. I'd really appreciate it. It gets us out to more people. And anyone on YouTube that hasn't done so, I'd really appreciate it if you just took a second and hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. Albie says, Van de Beek, is he involved out there today? Yeah, so he's been on since half time, Albie, same as against Liverpool. He's playing okay. He's got on the ball a few times and played some good passes. He's closing down very well there, and Ahmad is in. Ahmad with a poor ball across. Ahmad, even in these two games now, I've seen a few bits of him here now, and against Liverpool, he hasn't overly impressed. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back out on loan again. He by all accounts, he had a terrible time at Rangers last season as well, so you'd be surprised if he sticks around this season. Leeds are making some good signings. Can't see them going down, says Cottle. And Tex says, I'm not a United fan, but in my head, 5th or 6th. Yeah, well, I mean, Champions League has to be the priority, and I've mentioned it an awful lot on my videos. If we can get it by winning the Europa League, I would gladly take that, rather than getting top 4, because if we can get a trophy and get Champions League football all into one go, then happy days, you know. Happy days. Ahmad needs a loan, says Cottle. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's see now. Do. Bum. And we're in. Perfect. Let's see what people are saying here now. Keane says, does Nani play for Melbourne? He does, Keane. So I think he's only after signing in the last maybe week or so. He doesn't seem to be playing here today. I seen him on the bench, all right, with his big coat on, but he has his earrings in. So usually when they're in, he's not playing or anything like that. So yeah. Patrick says, my problem is some players are only there to be loaned. Can never understand why we keep players loan a team knowing they will never make the starting 11. Chelsea do the same on a bigger scale. Yeah, I agree. But there's a lot of I suppose there's a lot of time and effort that goes into the academy, and when you sign a younger player like that, you know, you just don't know how he's going to turn out, if he is going to make the first team or not. You know, you would hope that you would try and give most youth players at least one season on loan in, you know, in as top flight a team as you can. You know, the likes of Ahmed going to Rangers, you know, like, or James Garner going to Nottingham Forest, good quality teams, you know, with good standards and stuff like that. So, you know, and basically once they come back off of that, you know, you obviously see how they get on. If they come back off of that with you know, with improved performances, then all well and good. But a lot of them just kind of, you know, and it's a numbers thing, you know, and I think that's why Chelsea have so many of them, is that they kind of say, look, if we can get 50 players like this, surely 2 of them or 3 of them will turn into top class. United are in here, good block. Surely 2 or 3 of them will turn into top class first team players, you know. So it's just the law of averages, really, you know. By the way, can you predict the season Premier League in rough 1 to 20? Oh, Jesus, 1 to 20. I really can't. Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, United, Spurs, Arsenal, Newcastle, West Ham, Leicester. I'm lost already. But I might do that maybe as a video before the season starts. Let's see here. Nani was unreal back in the day, says Keane. He was a good player, in fairness. I want to see him get I want to see him get 10 Hag minutes as well. Nani was always a great player for us and a lot of love for him. Absolutely. Patrick says, we keep these players until they're 24, 25. By then, they're halfway through their career and end up leaving for League 1, 2 sides. Yep, absolutely. Albie says, Nani is in Melbourne. Useless plonker. Must be on loan from Summer Bay Celtic, is he? No, look, I thought Nani was a good player. He scored some good, important goals for us. I think he was just overshadowed an awful lot by, the kind of Ronaldo and Rooney and things like that. But I don't think he would have. I think he was playing in any other team, without the likes of Sir Alex. Oh, here's Donny van de Beek in. Go on, Donny. Oh, he is the side netting. Oh, he was offside anyway. Cottle says, you're going to be setting up a fantasy league. I am, Cottle. I'm going to do it this week. I've been all over the place at the moment in terms of, I'm doing a personal training course at the moment and I'm minding the little one and I'm working and I'm trying to do these as well. But yeah, I'm certainly going to try and get to it this week. And we'll go from there. Now, let's see what people are saying on TikTok here. Good Goofo, thanks for the gift. I really appreciate it. Much appreciated. Thanks a lot. Let's see what people are saying here. We scroll back through some of them. Imran says, we all need to do is best Liverpool and we'll be happy. Absolutely. Anytime we can beat Liverpool, we'll be happy. Billy says, Ten Hag will bring through 3 academy players. Yeah, well, I mean, if we're looking at it, certainly that Hannibal guy seems to have impressed him. You would be looking at, that Ethan Laird. I'm all for him coming in and I would say now, fucking sell Wan-Bissaka and let Ethan Laird and Dalot go head to head for the right back position. And then, the likes of Garnacho maybe. But look, whatever the manager decides, I'm all for it. I really am. I am all for it. Now, I'm going to remove. I'm going to No, all good. Now naked. Let's not take the piss. Yeah, look, I'm after blocking them and reporting them already, so don't worry, they're gone. I'm still kind of half new to all of this as well. Like I'm only used to, and as of you've kind of been watching from the start. We've had maybe 15 or 20, but now we're getting a couple of hundred watching. It's hard to. I have to learn how to stay on top of all these things. But yeah, certainly I might be adding some of you as moderators. But yeah, rate Malacia smile 1 to 10, a big fat 10. Oh, mistake! Oh, Heaton does well and comes off his line fast and smothers. Could have been a big blunder there. But yeah, so here's Tech coming with his predictions. 1 City, 2 Liverpool, 3 Spurs, 4 Chelsea, 5 United, 6 Arsenal, 7 Wolves, 8 West Ham, 9 Newcastle, 10 Brighton, Villa, Wolves. Oh, the Foxes. I thought you said Wolves already. Palace, Everton, Brentford, Forest, Saints, Leeds, Fulham, Bournemouth. Yeah, not bad there. Not bad. It's a very hard thing to do, though, to predict all 20. But yeah, absolutely. Is Ten Hag under extra pressure with Pochard available, says Digest. Who's Pochard? I'm not sure who Pochard is. Joe says, who's winning? So it's 2-1 to Manchester United, Joe. We have about 20 minutes left. Poch, says Digest. No, absolutely not, Digest. I don't think he's... Pochettino is I think Pochettino is old news now. I really do. And I was praying that we didn't give him the job back when it was between him and Ten Hag. Ten Hag is a long-term appointment. 3, 4, 5 years, to hopefully win and get back to challenging for leagues. So yeah, I'm all for that, and it's what Ten Hag is good at. He's good at building squads. He's good at developing players. So let's just give him that time and back the team and have some patience as a fan base. Um, let's see. I'm usually here on the YouTube or TikTok live too, bud. So if you're looking for mods, absolutely, Adam. Well, look, I know the people who are always in, so I'm just going to do a bit of research myself. And look, if it comes to that, I'll definitely be adding the guys that are always in anyway. So you don't have to worry about that. Everyone loves being a mod, though. I don't like. Is it a thing that people like to do, or I don't know. This is all new to me. But yeah, it's let's see. Heating a decent backup. We don't need the fella from Watford, says Cottle. Yeah, I agree with you there, Cottle. I absolutely do. 7th is Leicester, Cottle. Oh, Foxes. Yeah, Leicester. Sorry, Tech. Yeah, that was a bad statement out of me there. Now it definitely was. As the Buff Egan would say, that was a bad statement by me. Yeah, I should have copped that. I just seen wolves and then I seen foxes and then I was like, what the fuck? Let's see. Thank God we didn't get Poch, says Cottle. Poch is shite, says Aspect. It's a damn headache at times, Jack. I modded like 25 channels on Twitch and a few on YouTube as well. Takes up a lot of time. Okay, absolutely. So you're just kind of scanning comments and stuff coming in and stuff like that, yeah. So keep smashing that like button for us, guys. We're nearly at 20,000 likes on TikTok. I'd really appreciate it if we got to 30,000 last week, so or against the Liverpool game. So keep tapping that screen for us. I'd really appreciate it. Gets us out to more people. Jock says he's loving the live. I really appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. But Melbourne have a good chance here. They're in a good position. A free kick about 10 yards outside of the box, on about halfway out to the sideline. So a good chance to get the ball into the box here. United do have a very high line. They're holding on the edge of the box. So let's see how they get on here. That's a very, very high line, in fairness. Erik Bailly is running the show, keeping them up. Tom Heaton again, nice and calm, comes out, clears his lines, tries to get the ball out quick, and does so to Rashford. United should be looking for a counter-attack here. We have numbers over. Rashford, crossfield ball to Chong. It just wasn't a good enough pass from Rashford for Chong to stay going on the attack, and United recycle it. Yeah, thanks to everyone who's following as well, guys. So many people in. I mean, look, we have 15 minutes to go. Let's see, can we hit 30,000 likes? Keep tapping that screen for us. I'd really appreciate it. And as well, anyone on YouTube who hasn't already done so, please feel free to hit the like button. It helps the channel out a ton. And hit subscribe. And as well to anyone on TikTok or on YouTube, just because there's so many in at the moment, to let you know that if you do subscribe to my YouTube channel on my homepage, you can click the link up here. There's a link for my YouTube channel on the homepage. We're giving away a new Manchester United kit tonight on our live at 7:30. So if you do want to be in with a chance of winning the new Manchester United jersey, this is not it. This is the old one. But I'll be getting the new one next week. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel and you'll be in with a chance of winning it. We're doing it tonight at 7:30 on YouTube and on TikTok. So yeah, Charlie Savage has a chip off the old block with a sneaky wee foul there, says Booley. Absolutely. Well, I tell you, I have a feeling he's going to be a lot better than his father. His father I don't think ever even made a first team appearance for Manchester United. And he has, which is great, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother me who they are or where they come from. If they're good enough to play, then let them play, Let's see. I've never modded before, says Adam. Yeah, people like being able to help, but be careful with mods. Some will want to mod just to ban everyone, says Patrick. Okay, that's sound. Yeah, look, and it'd be people that, like, I do have one person moderating on TikTok for me. He's a friend of mine, and I know and trust him. So, that's easy enough there. Our team pre-season is Tom against Sevilla, says Tech. Mods can remove comments, ban people, etc. Says Patrick. There's a lot you can do, Jack. Add a bot that can do timed messages, which are social links for you. Say that again. So there are a lot you can do, Jack. Add a bot that can do timed messages, which are social links for you. Right, okay. Is Leicester City going to push for Europe this season? Because they finished 8th without Europe, says Tech. And will Newcastle be underdogs this season? Push for Europe. Look, I think they'll be thereabouts in terms of maybe a Europa League spot. I think the top 6 is basically set in stone. Dante, thanks for the gift. I appreciate it, man. I think the top 6 is basically set in stone. Caden, no, I'm from Kilkenny. I think we have Man City, Liverpool, Spurs, Chelsea, United, Arsenal. Now, not in that order. I'm not saying that's how they'll finish, but I think that's pretty much sewn up, you know. Bobby Boy 665, the Liverpool fan, just became top 2 viewer. Well, you know, you're a Liverpool fan watching the United channel. You know, you made me want to ask questions about yourself. Here's Erik Bailly now breaking through the middle again. Oh, lovely ball. And Rashford. Aha, it's 3-1. Go. Erik Bailly again by breaking out from defence. I mean, and just slipping in a lovely ball. Now, Rashford, in fairness to him, got a brilliant little first touch on it and slipped the ball away with his right foot in underneath the keeper. 3-1 to Manchester United. Lovely goal. So, Erik Bailly, again, look, steps out from central defence. Plays a lovely ball through the central channel. Rashford takes one touch outside of the right foot then and buries it. Very good goal. Very, very good goal. Well done. Well done to Erik Bailly. Party Pooper says he needs that goal for confidence. Absolutely. Absolutely. Won't take Newcastle long to start winning trophies, says Cottle. Mickey says, I use them both as well as WiseBot that bans bots, the key words in the ban list. I have no idea what you're talking about here. All of these bots and WiseBots and all that. I'm going to have to do a bit of research on that because I don't know what you're talking about. I just know how to turn on the camera and press go and do a thumbnail. The 7th place Conference League, either Leicester, Newcastle or West Ham. Yeah, absolutely. West Ham can drop again due to no squad depth in Conference League on Fridays. Cottle says, good to see Rashford getting on the score sheet. It's good to see him getting on the score sheet, you know, and it'll be good for his confidence. Hopefully he can get a couple more in pre-season now and start off the season well, you know. Mickey says, Jack, I can DM you over the weekend about it all. Yeah, do, Mickey. DM me on Instagram there. I'll get back to you. I'd appreciate that, man. Such a shame Bailly is so injury prone because he's been our best defender both games this pre-season. I agree, absolutely. Bernadette Ging is in the chat and says, don't forget swimming. So anyone that's watching on YouTube, Bernadette Ging is my lovely darling wife, and she's reminding me about swimming that I have to go and do with my daughter, which I said at the start of the stream, didn't I, that I was going to do. So, darling, enjoy your lunch and stop interrupting in areas that do not concern you. But yeah. Change the scores, says Mohammed. Yeah, I will. Apologies, I always forget to change the scores. Home score changed to 3-1. Lissandro is coming to Manchester United, says Tech. Yeah, it looks to be done, Tech, absolutely. It seems like it's done and dusted, which is good. Great to see. So, I mean, look, I'm excited for him. He looks like a very good centre-back. And hopefully he can put pressure on. Now he can play CDM as well, and he may well play there for certain games. But in my opinion, I have a feeling we're buying him as a centre-back, not as a CDM. So I'm all for that. You know, if he can go out and put pressure on the likes of Maguire and Varane and Lindelof to get into that central defence, then I'm all for it. You know, great to see so many people in, guys. About 500 people on TikTok watching. Smash a like on it there if you don't mind. Tap the screen a few times for us. Gets us out to more people again. And please do subscribe. Again, like I said, the YouTube channel. You can click my homepage. Click on the link on the homepage and you'll be in with a chance of winning the new Manchester United jersey if you subscribe. We're doing the giveaway tonight. So anyone that's new on TikTok, make sure you're doing that. You'll be in with a chance of winning the new United jersey. Cotton says, hopefully we can get him for the rest of the pre-season tour. Yeah, by all accounts, they're going to try and get him out on a flight by the end of the week if they can get the deal done and dusted. Croc says, how good is young Zidane? Though excellent talent. Oh man, he's been unreal. So he has. I've been well impressed with him. He's so composed on the ball, and he rarely does anything wrong. He does a simple thing on it all the time, which is very good. He's going to be an absolute baller. Absolute baller. Bobby, you must be very bored, man. If you're basically just commenting on any positive United comment you're commenting on. You must be very bored watching the United fan channel for, what, nearly 2 hours now. Carl is off. See you, Carl. Thanks for joining us, man. I really appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one. We're going live tonight at 7:30 if you want to join us as well for the Transfer Talk show. Arsenal for Life says, who's your favourite United player of all time? I'm guessing it's Keane or Irwin. It's Keane. Absolutely. Keane or close, well, maybe not close second, but a second would be Scholes. I love Scholes, but Keane was my idol growing up. Yeah, it's I just think everything he did, and like a lot of people would say about Keane, you know, obviously they remember the tackles and the red cards and all of that kind of stuff, and you know, Keane was a very good footballer. So he was able to play, and he was able to, you know, he was a very good passer of the ball. He scored a lot of goals in his earlier career and early parts of his career and stuff like that. So look, I think it would definitely be Keane for me. If this season Poch was there in the Premier League, I want to see Miracle of Amsterdam again. Poch versus Ten Hag. Says Tech, and can Ten Hag defeat Spurs this year and take the revenge of Miracle of Amsterdam? Well, let's hope so. Aspect says, I'm happy we won this game because if we didn't, Liverpool fans will be talking about that forever. Well, look, I'm just happy that the performance was good. And to be honest, the performance in the second half now from the younger players has been very, very good as well. So I'm very happy with that. But yeah, United are keeping possession very well here. They're just kind of not seeing out the clock, but yeah, they're keeping possession quite well, and I'm liking the intensity of them as well. You know, even at this late stage in the game, you know, they're closing down well and they're hassling, and you know, they're looking to get back on the ball, but they're pressing as a team, you know, which is great to see. And they're keeping their shape very well. And Pat Donny has done better today now than he did against... look, he hasn't lit it up or anything, but yeah. Let's see what people are saying here. Cottle says, get Keane back in for a one-game contract against City. Sort out this Haaland fella. Absolutely. Like father, like son. Melbourne conceded less and scored more than Liverpool. Bigger club. Yeah, bigger club, probably, yeah. Yeah. Oh, here's Nanny coming on. Oh, so he fucking is part of it. He must have took the earrings out, did he? Sure, he had to get a run, really, didn't he? He must be 35, 36 as well, really, is he? Bye, bro. After some while going to play Xbox FIFA, by the way, can you suggest me one attacking formation because of an attacking player? An attacking player on FIFA, I will go with Nkunku. Thanks for joining us, Tech Man. You're more than welcome. Feel free to join the rest of them any time you're free. Do pop in. You're more than welcome at any stage. Thanks for joining us. Ronan is in and says the younger players can shine against the Farmers in the Europa League. group stages, it will give them some game time at least. Absolutely, Ron. You're spot on there. I agree with you. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of group we get. I don't know when the draw is now or anything. It's probably going to be in the next few weeks, but there's probably still some qualifying games going on for it at the moment. But yeah, certainly I think it is a good competition to get young players bred in. Let's see what people on TikTok are saying here. Pick a player for an edit, says Wexford. I don't get that. What's the score, says Danny. It's 3-1 to Manchester United. Danny, we've had goals from McTominay, from Martial and from Rashford. Andy says, I'd like us to push to win the Europa League. So would I, Andy. I think we have a great chance to get potential silverware and to get back into the Champions League. So you'd be doubling down on your ambitions. So absolutely, I'd be all for it. Do you play FIFA, Jack? You'll have to do a FIFA stream, says Cottle. Well, it's something I have been thinking of doing, Cottle. I don't play online or anything. I'm not that good. But I was thinking of maybe doing a career mode. I have a Twitch account set up for the United Community Channel. So maybe it's something, if you want me to do it, I certainly will do it. If a certain time, suits people for me to do it, I will. Absolutely. It's something I'd be happy to do. Let me know. Hi from Indonesia, says Gillen. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. You're more than welcome. And United says Iqbal and Charlie Savage are impressive. They are. I've been very impressed with both of them now, I have to say. And Aaron says, I think you'll get knocked out in the quarterfinals of Europa. Not trying to troll. Oh, well, look, that's fair enough. I mean, you're being very, very specific there, because we have no idea, one, if we, who we draw in the group stage, and two, who we get in any of the knockout rounds. So you're being very specific. What do you work as, says Andrew? I work for a health insurance company, Andrew. And I work part-time. I'm a part-time with my job. I'm a part-time stay-at-home dad. What country, or is it country or county? What county are you from? I'm from Kilkenny. Hi, buddy. I'm from South Wales, UK, Swansea, says Lyndon. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. You're more than welcome. Great to see so many people throughout the chat from all over the world. It's great to see. Oh, well closed down there by Donny van de Beek. Lovely little back heel. Comes to Chong now on the right hand side. United running down. Oh, Chong is in here. Lovely square ball. Oh, and it's an own goal. United go 4-1 up. And Chong done well, in fairness to him. Good pace down the right hand side. Puts a cross into the box. Defender was in the 6-yard box. Couldn't do anything about it. And just basically just taps it into his own net. So, look, good performance. Call the Goat says, hi from Urlingford, Kilkenny. Great to see you. I know plenty of people from Urlingford. William Walsh, Darren, Darren Moriarty, Audrey. There's a lot of people from Urlingford, I know. I'm friends with a lot of people out there. Will Ireland beat the All Blacks tomorrow? I don't really know, Benny, to be honest with you. I don't know an awful lot about rugby. I love watching it. I love watching the Irish internationals, but I just don't know an awful lot about it. United till I die. 8 goals in 2 games is good for the confidence. Great to be back. Absolutely. And lads, it's brilliant to be back doing watch-alongs. I'm so delighted we're back doing them. It's I do enjoy obviously I do enjoy the transfer talk shows and stuff like that and everything, but obviously, as anyone who watches it, can get quite repetitive sometimes. At least with watch-alongs, every game is just a new game, and there's no two things the same and all of that. So I'm delighted to be back, and I hope you can continue to join me for watch-alongs. We're going to be doing all of the pre-season games, well, as many of them as I can, and then once the season starts, we're going to be doing basically all of the United games this season for watch-alongs. I'm going to be going to the 3 home games in the Europa League as well. I have a season ticket for that. for the cup games. So we're going to be getting some lives and some content from Old Trafford this season as well. So make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Anyone on TikTok, you can click the link on my homepage there. Click on the homepage, there's a link there. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, you won't miss out. What's the next game, says Adam. So the next game is Crystal Palace, and it's on Tuesday at 11:10. So same time in the morning as now. So yeah, we're going to be going live for it. So yeah, looking forward to it now, really am. So make sure you're subscribing, you're liking, you're sharing, commenting, following, all of that good stuff so you don't miss out. Thanks to everyone as well on TikTok, guys. We're after reaching 20,000 likes there, to over 21,000. So it's great to see so many people in. Great United fan, and fair to say, and say how it is. I'll be tuning in over the season, says United till I die. Great. I appreciate the kind words. Thanks a lot. And look, again, what I always say is, you know, I just give my own opinion. I'm nowhere near a football expert or anything like that, but I just call it. I call what I see, and you know, people don't have to agree with me. I don't expect people to agree with me, and if someone doesn't agree with me, we're not going to fall out. You know, it's a game of opinion. So yeah, you're all more than welcome. Big fans, Malaysia. Izzy's in the building. Good to see you, Iz. Thanks for joining us. You're more than welcome. Great to see so many people all throughout the world, guys. It's brilliant. Let's see. Carl says, I'd say we're favourites for Europa unless a better team drops down from the Champions League. Well, that's always the worry, really, isn't it, with Europa League? Who's going to come down out of the Champions League? You know, but generally... Oh, Rashford is in here. He's onside, is he? Oh, no, it's not Rashford. Oh, it was Ahmad with a terrible cross in. But yeah, that's always the worry when teams are dropping down from the Europa or from the Champions League. What's the score in the United game, says Mulcair? So it's 4-1. It's pretty much just over now. Just the final couple of seconds here. Are we getting a trophy, says Ryan? I'm actually not sure if we're getting a trophy. To be honest, I hope we're not. Because there it is, guys. Final whistle, 4-1 to Manchester United. Look, good performance. Very good performance. I'm not gonna elaborate an awful lot on it now because I do have to go quite quickly. We're going to dive into more of the performance and things like that on the live transfer talk show tonight. So if you do want to hit subscribe, follow along, hit like and share. We're going to be going live at 7:30 tonight for our transfer talk show. So make sure you do. Look, it's been a good performance. 4-1 victory. Again, you know, pre-season rolls on. Happy days. So we'll kick on, move on to the next one now. Tuesday night, Crystal Palace. Obviously, be a higher quality of opponent again on Tuesday night. But yeah, look, we'll be back at 7:30 tonight, guys. As well, just final reminder, we are doing the giveaway for the new Manchester United jersey. This is not it. So you have to subscribe to the YouTube channel. So anyone on TikTok, you can click on my homepage. There's a link on my homepage to subscribe. Make sure anyone that's watching on YouTube as well is subscribing. Please give the video a like if you haven't done so already, guys. It helps us, grow the channel. Yeah, we'll be live from 7:30 tonight. So we'll be live on both TikTok and on YouTube. So make sure you're tuning in, guys. It's been a great live, great watch along. Happy days with the victory. United are back. We're going to win the league. But yeah, look, it's been great. I have to run. But look, we'll get more into it on our transfer talk show tonight at 7:30. All right. So we'll see you then, lads. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it.